Why is it ramp season? Go ahead.
Actually, this time of year usually isn't ramp season for us, but this year it has been because of, again, that freeze that we had and the number of falls that had occurred during that freeze. So a lot of people became really, really conscious of their environment, how they were getting in and out of the house, or how they were getting around the house. So when you're evaluating for a ramp, one of the key things to remember is how you're moving around now. Are you using a walker? Are you able to walk? Are you able to lift your knees? Ramps are really good for people that are in wheelchairs or are shuffling their feet where they can't pick up their feet. But if you are mobile and you're able-bodied, but you just can't lift your feet up as much, because like the average rise of a stair is 7-8 inches.
Okay.
Right. So you're better off, both from your doctor will tell you this, your PT will tell you this, we'll tell you this. You're better off rebuilding that staircase so that you have a deeper tread, more places to put your feet, more width to put your feet on,
area.
And then less of a rise. So going down to like a 4-inch rise, and that will allow you to still be mobile, and get your exercise in that the doctor wants you to get in, which is good, which will keep you moving longer, which will keep you out of a wheelchair longer. So when you're doing that, obviously you're increasing the length of your staircase. So you have to have the space to do that. So you have to keep that in mind.
Just like your average consumer, they're used to that 6.5, 7.5 inch rise. So when they go on those steps, they're, what is up with the So is that a trip hazard for people that aren't?
Not at all. As long as they're even, it becomes
sure, of course.
I'm sure you've
They
seen
better
it.
be even.
Yeah, they better.
If you're building
right?
Yeah, like the last stair at Wrigley when you're going into the aisle.
Exactly.
Yeah, it goes from 8 inches to 12.
Right.
Well, sure,
People wipe out every game.
all the time. Right.
Okay. Wow, that's
it's
interesting.
No different in older homes too. We see that all the time where you have the uneven stairs.
Recommendation, which I get it, mobility active. That's way better than just giving up. Right?
Absolutely.
So you're using
anytime
your muscles
you
and
can
everything.
actually keep moving.
But more secure grab bars, stronger posts, stronger railings. That's going to be a big thing. But actually increasing or decreasing that rise is going to be the best
Decreasing the rise,
thing.
increasing the width.
Yeah.
So that way, if you are, lifting your feet up, you can get both feet up on there, and you'll actually find that if you are having difficulties lifting your knees and stuff, and you're going upstairs really, really slow, with the 4-inch rise, you'll actually start going up the stairs a lot quicker because you can actually do that.
Well, theoretically, no, because there's more steps.
There's more. Yes, theoretically, there's more steps. You're lifting your knees more often, but you're lifting them up
You're
less
moving
high.
faster.
You're moving quicker.
And it's safer.
And it's
And
safer.
way
It's a lot
safer.
safer, right? So
And
you
you guys
don't
can
always
do
need a
that.
ramp. Yes, absolutely.
So
we'll do
you're
that.
coming in and you're talking to your customer about just, hey, what's your process look like? Do you ask them, hey, would you mind just taking a couple steps for me and watching?
Oh, absolutely.
Okay.
So anytime we're evaluating anybody.
Speaking of steps.
Yeah,
right?
we have no idea what that was.
That
I'm
was
blaming
Igor.
David.
Don't
Okay,
worry about it.
sure.
He's fine.
He's not breathing, but he's fine. He's fine. Got it. Okay.
No, anytime we're evaluating anybody for for a product of ours, that assist with mobility aids, we ask them to walk us through their life. So we want to see them go from the car to the front door or the garage door. We want to see them get off the chair and move to the bathroom.
So I know this is going to be hard, but what would be the cost difference? And I know it's hard to guess, but versus a ramp versus rebuilding the stairs, is it comparable? Is it more?
It's
is it
about
less?
the same, to
Okay.
be honest with you. They're very similar in cost, and a lot of it's going to depend on your total rise. Because a ramp, we have to have a foot of ramp for every inch of rise at a bare minimum, right? Now, ideally, now they want 14 inches.
Yeah.
1 inch.
So let's not get math complicated, but yes.
Yes, yeah.
Correct.
So and a ramp's going to take up an immense amount of space, especially when you start getting into these homes like just north of Chicago here, where everything is elevated in the air 36 to 55 inches.
Sure. That's taking up a ton of space. And resale value, somebody might not want a permanent structure if you rebuild the ramps. So does that still meet code?
Absolutely.
Wow.
So code doesn't have a
minimum
on the rise of the treads. The code is you can't exceed, I think it's 8 inches now. 8.5 inches now. But you can have the smaller rise stairs, but you can't go from 4 to 8 to 4 to 8
of
to
course
4 to
not.
8.
Yeah.
If you're going 4 or 5, you need to continue that all the way up.
Sure.